Habari Asafiwe, and again, that means good morning. Now, I want to correct a mistake I made a couple nights ago when I told you about our wildlife here. I said that this was a giraffe and this was a hippopotamus. I feel very embarrassed. This is the hippopotamus over here, so my mistake. I want to teach you another saying in Swahili. I want to teach you how to say praise Jesus. Now, it's not that hard. Jesus is Jesu. Jesu, that sounds a little like Jesus. And if you say Jesu Asafiwe, Asafiwe, 4 syllables, say it with me, ah, like you go to the dentist and he says, or the doctor says open wide, you go sa, rhymes with Asafiwe. Sounds like freeway without the R, Asafiwe. So Jesu Asafiwe means praise Jesus. You see right there, you know how to tell somebody, if you go to Africa, you know how to tell them good morning and praise Jesus, and that's about all the Swahili that I know. We're going to talk today about a kid that I know. I've known this kid for years. I've known him since he was a little boy. Adam is a very, very tall kid, but he's very quiet. Now, the reason I know him is I'm good friends with his father. Every time I go to Africa, because I don't speak Swahili, how do I teach? Well, I have Adam's dad translate for me. And every time I've been over there, I've been there 5 times, and Adam's dad has translated for me each time. But when the family moved there to Kigoma, they had been living somewhere else. And Adam was very, very young. Excuse me, he was 4 years old when they moved. And sometimes it can be kind of hard when you move to a new place as a kid. You have to learn everybody's names, what have you. And Adam was very, very tall. Now, most people thought he was older than he was. And that made it even harder for Adam to fit in. He didn't really like it at first. Some days he would just sit at his desk and he would cry for his mom. By the time Adam entered 3rd grade, everybody thought he was in 6th grade. He was so much bigger than everybody else. And Adam was afraid to try anything new. When the other kids would go out and play soccer, Adam would just watch. He didn't want to join in. He was shy. And one day a fight broke out from boys that were older than Adam. They were in the 5th grade. And with all the pushing and shoving and all the confusion, Adam ended up in the middle of it, and Adam ended up getting in the way of one of the punches. And Adam jumped up and down and started yelling at the other kids and told them, "I've never hit anyone before, stop it." And everybody just kind of stopped because they never really heard Adam talk before. Well, everybody got marched into the principal's office, and Connie, who wrote this book, was talking about listening to the boys and argue about who had started the fight, what have you. And Adam was struggling to hold back his tears, and finally he couldn't take it anymore, and he just said, "I'm sorry that I'm not like the rest of you. I'm sorry for screaming. I'm sorry for being too tall. I'm sorry for not talking very much." But with that opening, with Adam just getting so frustrated and all that coming out, it was actually a way now for them to start talking to Adam, and to get him to open up and to tell him what was bothering him and what was on his heart. Sometimes that's hard for us, to really talk about what's bothering us. And sometimes God has to have a punch in the nose maybe to break through to us so that we can start telling people what we're thinking and what we're feeling. Adam is still tall. He's in the 6th grade now, and he's learned to talk now. He's learned to get along with people. He's learned how to say exactly what he's thinking and what he wants. Now, when Adam grows up, he wants to be an artist, and he wants to draw pictures for books about Africa. Now, feeling different can make a person feel afraid a lot of the times, but God makes each one of us different. Each one of us is unique, and God knows how we're unique. God knows everything about you. You know, the Bible says God even knows how many hairs are on your head. I don't think that's that big a deal. But anyways, God knows exactly who we are and what's different about us. Adam graduated from the primary school at Hope of the Nations, and now he's going to a private school a little bit out of town, but he's learned to share his feelings, he's learned to open up, and Adam is now leading the Christian club on the campus at his new school. That's amazing how God is using Adam. Now, I've got a couple questions I want you all to talk about. First of all, I want you to talk with your parents and your family about this question. Have you ever had to move somewhere new when everything was different? And maybe if you didn't have to move, maybe when you started school and in your class you didn't know anybody. How did you feel being somewhere that was new and different? And then secondly, I want you to talk about this. Are there times that you wish you could talk more freely about what you're feeling and what you're thinking? That's what I want you to talk about for the next few minutes. Have a great weekend. Thank you for being at Vacation Bible School. Take care.
God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone.
I will put my hope in you, Lord. You alone are everything I need. My hope is in you alone, in you alone. I will put my hope in you, Lord. You alone are everything I need. My hope is in you alone, in you alone.
Heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. Heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone.
Hi kids, it's time for our wrap up one more time on day 5 here at the Rocky Railroad. I hope you've had a good time. We sure have. Right, Miss Hannah?
Yes, that's right.
Even though our journey has come to an end, your journey with Jesus has not. So Miss Hannah has been joining me every day for closing, and she is someone super special. But what you might not know is that she is the children's ministry director here at Crossroads Church. I know, right? She's a special lady. She has some information she'd like to share with you.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us this week. I just want to let you know, if you are interested in getting a Bible because you don't have one, we have Bibles. And so you can reach out to us at any time, and you can look down at the link below this video, and it shows you how to be in contact with me.
Miss Hannah. So if you have questions about anything that you learned here at VBS, you can reach out to Miss Hannah. She will answer your questions. Miss Hannah also has Sunday school lessons every Sunday on her Facebook page with Crossroads Church. You can find all of that information on our website. It has been a great time this week on the Rocky Railroad with you. I want to remind you to trust Jesus. We have to say goodbye one more time, but we hope to see you at church in person real soon. We love you guys.
Bye, guys.